It's May 5th and I wanted to give y'all an update on my container garden. So I'll do an update on my container garden, and I filmed updates on the multifamily garden a couple of days ago. So I'll show that footage right after this as well. Alright, so here is my lettuce. I don't know, I gotta check to make sure. Maybe I got microgreens or something. Although these ones are getting a little bit bigger. I did thin them out twice. Maybe they're still too close together. Maybe they're not getting enough water. I am not sure why they're not getting bigger than this, because they have not grown very much in the past couple of weeks. These are some of my pepper plants. I'm not seeing anything yet. I had some trouble with the leaves for a while, and I actually moved some of the other ones in a more sunny spot, so I think I was having trouble with that. I don't know, these ones just aren't, they're alive. I just don't know if they're doing good or not. So we'll continue to see. And we did build, I mean my husband and my son also did help a lot, this thing to go over my berries, because I was really worried about my blueberries, especially for the deer. When the berries started growing, you know, the birds getting to it. So it's been working really well. So I just tip it up to get to the plants. And oh my goodness, look at my blueberries. They are looking really good. There's tons on that. You know, I did buy these bushes quite, you know, already grown and mature, but I am really happy that they're staying alive this year. Okay, and here's my strawberries. I did pluck off like a runner, and I planted it right here on the edge, and it is dead now. It didn't work. But I did cut like a cup. I got this had some plants in it. I cut it so that the strawberries could grow up off of the ground. We have quite a few strawberries. Some people, you know, pluck off the flowers the first year. I don't know, I'm gonna let them grow. So I've got some there, some growing there, there. Do I have any over here? And then there's some blossoms here, and then these ones are already starting to turn into berries. And this one down here. So looking pretty good on those. And we now have 3 trees that we're growing. This one, and that one. They're looking good. And I did move some of my other plants over here. I feel like they get more sun over here, and I really want to build some raised beds all along here. And I'd really like to do that soon, so then I can start putting like grass clippings and compost and all of that in it, and get some really good beds in there for next year. But this is some more pepper plants. You know, they look a little bit bigger than the other ones, but still not super big. I feel like with the containers, maybe they're getting too much water, so I'm not watering them every single day, especially if I see like there's moisture down in there. Same for the tomatoes. I mean, the tomatoes are definitely growing, so that's good. They're getting really big. I'm gonna have to get some bigger cages, I think. I kind of knew I might have to. Same thing, you know, it rained yesterday, so there's moisture in there. And then we did get 2 other pepper plants. I don't know if I did those, and I've got to get things for them, but this one's a sweet banana, and this one is a cowhorn hot pepper. I had troubles with them in the very beginning, but they're looking quite better. As you can see, some of the leaves I had to just cut off. Maybe I didn't do it right, I don't know. But they're healthy and they're growing, so we'll see if we get some harvest from them. It's May 4th, and I wanted to give an update on the garden. The tomato plants are growing so big. Oh my gosh, look. There's some tomatoes growing right there. Oh, I don't see any on the other plants yet, but they are looking good. And then we do have corn popping through. I'm gonna let them grow probably a little bit more before I weed out or thin out to just one in every hole. As you can see, you know, like 2 came through here, only 1 came through here, but 2 there, 2 there. And so you can see, I mean, there's definitely grass and weeds that I'm gonna work on today, but you can see in every row they're coming up. It looks really good. And our cucumbers are looking really nice. They're popping up all the way down, and I've definitely got to thin out these because I did plant more than 1 seed in each hole, and it looks like I'm gonna need to thin those out. Let's go look over here. These are the sunflowers. They're popping through. Here and on this row, right there. And then the next 2 rows are watermelons, so they are pretty far apart. So we've got some here, and then if you can see them there, and then there, and then you can see them coming up. It's exciting. And there's our rows of corn over there. There's 2 plants. Are they growing good? Yeah. All right, I did 2 rows of weeding, or most of it's grass, but I didn't do in between, like where we're walking, but I focused on the beds, like where the plants are. So let me show you what I got done. I got all the cucumbers done. I decided not to thin quite yet. I don't know if it's time or not, but they look really, really good. The tomatoes, there wasn't a whole lot around them, but I just did around the tomatoes. And then I did 2 rows of corn. So I did these 2 rows of corn so you can see the difference in the actual rows. Like you can only see the plants instead of on those rows you can see just like a bunch of grass and weeds and stuff. It took me a little over an hour to do these 2 rows, but I'm very happy with how they look now. Skyscraper sunflowers. They're doing pretty good. And then these are the mammoth ones. Some of them are popping through. And then we have our watermelon plants. Let's see, there's some there. I've got a weed here too. Some there. And then that row is also, you can see there's some right there. Well, that's the update for right now. Thank y'all so much for watching, and stay tuned for some more and the harvest later on, and we'll see how much I'm able to get from all of these plants and the multifamily garden.